All right, so we're diving into
Okay.
The Family Man today. Have you ever seen that one?
Oh, yeah. That's a classic.
The classic. It's that Nicolas Cage movie
Ah.
back in 2000.
Oh, right.
Remember,
Yeah.
we were looking at an episode of Retro Rewind, which is this podcast that looks at all these nostalgic films.
Mhm.
And they were saying it's basically like a modern day, It's a Wonderful Life, you know?
Oh,
Kind of
interesting.
exploring all those big things like success and happiness
Right.
and what makes life really fulfilling. And I thought, that's so relevant still to this day.
It is. Yeah. I think even more so than maybe back then,
Totally.
you know?
Yeah.
So think about
Okay, so let's set the scene. It's the year 2000.
Y2K.
Y2K just happened.
Oh, yeah.
The world didn't end.
Right.
Everyone's kind of like, woo. And then all of a sudden, all these feel-good movies start coming out. Like Love Actually came out around then.
Yep.
And a few years later,
Elf.
and then The Family Man comes out right in the middle of all that. And it just kind of captures this feeling, like everyone wanted these heartwarming stories.
Yeah. I see that. It's like a backlash against all the anxieties of the time. You had the dot-com bubble. You had all this rapid globalization happening. People were feeling kind of unsettled, I think. And these films, they gave people a way to escape, to reconnect with those simpler values.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Like a counter movement. Okay, so in the movie, we meet Jack Campbell, who's played by Nicolas Cage.
Right.
He's like the ultimate Wall Street guy.
Oh, yeah.
Ambitious, driven, totally focused on his career.
Right.
But then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
he gets this glimpse of this total different life.
Yeah. An alternate reality. Like,
Yeah.
what if he hadn't gone down that Wall Street path? What if he gotten married, had kids, lived like a regular suburban life?
Yeah. And T. Leoni plays his wife
Oh, wow.
in this other reality.
Yeah.
And their chemistry is amazing. Like, you really believe, like, that could have been his life.
It is happy and
And then you start to think, what about me?
exactly.
What choices have I made?
Yeah.
Where would I be if I had done something different?
What if? Big questions. And
Yeah.
the movie, it really grapples with all of that. It doesn't give you these easy answers.
Right.
Jack's other life, it's not perfect.
Oh, yeah?
There's still money problems, daily struggles, but there's this deep sense of love, of connection that his high-powered life doesn't have.
It's not just good or bad.
No,
It's not black and white.
not at all.
And then there's Don Cheadle, right?
John, he's
He
great.
plays Cash,
Right.
who's this really mysterious guy who
Yeah.
kind of sets this whole thing in motion.
Say catalyst.
Retro Rewind, they called him a whimsical angel, which I thought was great.
Whimsical angel. That's a good way to put it. It's an interesting choice having Don Cheadle play that role because he brings this, I don't know, this coolness,
Yeah.
this subtle humor to a character that could have been,
Cheesy.
yeah, sappy.
Yeah. Okay, so Retro Rewind. They dug up some fun facts
Oh, right.
about the movie.
I love that.
Did you know that Jack's girlfriend in the alternate reality,
Yeah.
her name is Kate Reynolds,
Kate Reynolds.
and it's actually named after two real Wall Street companies.
Mm,
Like Kate Spade, the designer, her husband was Andy Spade.
right.
He co-founded Partners in Spade.
Huh. It's a subtle thing, but it adds this layer of irony,
Right.
Even in this other life, Jack can't escape Wall Street. It's there in the names of the people around him.
I know. That's so cool, right?
That's a good catch.
Okay, here's another one. So in the opening scene, Jack is driving this Ferrari 550 Maranello,
Nice.
right? This super sleek,
Yeah.
powerful car. But later in the Family Man life,
Yeah.
he's driving a minivan. It's such a visual metaphor,
Exactly. It's a perfect visual. The contrast, the Ferrari, it's all about ambition, speed, chasing money. The minivan, it's a different kind of journey. It's about family, responsibility,
Right.
you know?
And it all happens in New York City. His corporate office is in the Chrysler building.
Oh, wow.
How cool is that?
That's so classic New York.
It is. It really adds to that whole power thing of
Mhm.
his Wall Street life.
Yeah.
It's interesting, though, how the movie also shows New York
Mm.
as this place of possibilities. Even in his family life,
Mm.
Jack finds happiness and connection in the city.
Mm-hmm.
It's saying that being happy isn't about where you live
Right.
or how much money you
It's
have.
about something else.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
So we have this great story, timeless themes, even some cool trivia, right? But The Family Man, it asks us this big question. What really makes a life fulfilling? And how would someone watching this movie for the first time today answer that?
That's the beauty of this movie. It doesn't tell you what to think. You have to figure it out yourself. based on your own life, your own
I
values.
think that's why people are still watching it today,
Yeah.
you know? Maybe it makes us look at our own lives, our own what-if moments, and think about what really matters,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Like beyond all the Ferraris and fancy offices, all that stuff.
Totally.
It's a good one.
It
We
is.
should watch it again.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Definitely. Let's do it.
Awesome. Until next time.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.